How's it going, everyone? Got quite a bit to talk about in this video. A PlayStation Plus title for the month of April gets a notable update. That is Meet Your Maker, a Day 1 Plus Essential game. Its first major update is going to be out in June, and a lot of other updates will be coming in the subsequent weeks following the game's release. We'll talk all about that. World War Z has gotten a brand new update, adding a bunch of new free content to that game. A pretty solid cooperative title that did get a PlayStation 5 version relatively recently, but now it gets some new components added. And one of the early titles of 2023, and Forspoken, its DLC has been detailed, and it is coming May 26th. I saw some surprise that this game is even getting a DLC. Guys, I'll talk about this in a little bit, but the DLC had been announced for a little while, so we'll talk about that at the end of this video. But first of all, Meet Your Maker. Early post-launch content roadmap has been revealed. Now, the game itself will be dropping on PlayStation Plus Essential, launch day April the 4th. So right away, from the get-go, you'll be able to play this game on launch day, and on top of that, this is a game with a community creation focus, so the fact that, you know, a large portion of the PlayStation audience is going to be able to check out the game on day one, I think that is going to, you know, be a nice kickstart to the game right out the gate, and they've dropped a 3-month post-launch roadmap as far as what is going to be added. So, right off the top, April 18th, free content, new deco pack, Hellscape will be dropping. A few weeks after launch, Meet Your Maker will inject a totally new aesthetic into the game with the addition of the Hellscape deco pack, a free deco pack update, combining organic matter and industrial materials to eerie effect, pulsing animations, and sinister lighting will make players feel as though they're raiding inside a living organism. The Hellscape deco pack includes 2 blocks, 2 props, 1 animated prop, and 8 decals as well. Then we've got new mods and augments that'll be coming from April to May 2023. They don't have an official date, down for that yet. It'll be free as well, unlockable with playtime. Rolling out as multiple releases over Meet Your Maker's first several months, players will be able to unlock new mod and augment additions to existing traps and guards. Each new mod or augment will be added directly to the trap or guard advisor station and will be unlockable via playtime using in-game currency. Builders will suddenly gain new ways to affect their traps and guards, giving them even more control over their setups and combos to outsmart raiders. For raiders, just when they think they've gotten things figured out, they'll face even more challenges to overcome. And then, come June of 2023, of course, major concept update, Sector 1 Dreadshore. If you thought the world of Meet Your Maker was confined to the deserts of the Red Sands, think again. Arriving in late June 2023, Meet Your Maker will take players beyond the desert with our first major content update, Sector 1 Dreadshore. For starters, a new environment and a new deco pack will be instantly available for free to all players as soon as the update is released. The environment introduces a new region of Meet Your Maker post-apocalyptic world where players will be able to build using a new sector themed of building blocks designed to create a completely different style of outpost. We will also release 4 gameplay elements, all of which are unlockable by playing Meet Your Maker, said Ash Panel. The items are a new custodian with its perk, a new weapon with its upgrades, a new trap with its mods, and a new guard with its augments. Each item is designed to shake up the game's meta and will be themed to match the new sector. Players will also be able to purchase these gameplay elements via platform stores on top of that. Finally, we'll be releasing a cosmetic collection which will include a new deco pack, a new custodian skin, and a new weapon skin, all related to the fantasy of Sector 1. This cosmetic collection will be available to purchase via platform store. Sector 1 Dreadshore includes 1 new environment, free and instant action, 1 new deco pack, free instant access, 4 new gameplay elements unlockable via playtime, or you can buy it outright through the various platform stores, custodian and perks, weapon and upgrades, trap and mods, guard and augments, and 1 new cosmetic collection as well. That will only be buyable. And all of that will be coming subsequently following the release of Sector 1 Dreadshore. Meet Your Maker is due out on PS5, Xbox Series, PS4, Xbox One, and PC April the 4th. And, of course, as I mentioned at the top, it will be available right out the gate with PlayStation Plus Essential on top of the other freebies in Sackboy: A Big Adventure and Tales of Iron. So you'll be able to check all of those games out come April the 4th. Alright, moving on from that, speaking of free updates, World War Z Update 1.43 patch has dropped, and with that comes support for the PlayStation 5 DualSense controller if you are playing on PS5, and on top of that, a lot of new free content has been added. New Horde Mode Z maps, New York and Jerusalem, have been added on that end. 7 new mutators for Horde Challenge Mode. You can now play any episode with any of your favorite survivors, and new weapon, the Baton. New premium content has rolled out as well, the Deadly Vice Weapon Skin Pack and the Rat Pack's Weapon Skins Bundle. And there's been a lot of general updates and fixes as well. that have been rolled out for World War Z. World War Z is available on PlayStation 4 and PlayStation 5. The PlayStation 5 version of the game does include some refinements, so I would recommend you to play the game on PS5. Some of the components of the game just aren't feasible on PlayStation 4, so, you know, you'll want to play it on PS5 ideally with World War Z Aftermath. That goes for $39.99, but it does go on sale every now and again. The PS4 version of the game is actually on sale for $14.99, but again, if you have a PS5, wait for Aftermath to go on sale. If it's available for, you know, $14.99, $19.99, around that price point, and you can get a couple buddies to pick it up, might be something worthwhile as a co-op experience. Lastly, I do want to note, Forspoken's prequel DLC pack, In Tanta We Trust, has been detailed for a launch on May 26th. Now, I saw some rhetoric on social media of people being surprised that this game was even getting DLC. Okay, so first of all, the DLC was already announced, and if you guys were not aware, Forspoken actually had a digital deluxe edition for, get this, $95. Yes, the digital deluxe edition was $95, and they were already touting that you would get the DLC. So this wasn't even a case of, had the game not turn out well, they could go back and be like, alright, we're not going to do the DLC. No, you already sold the digital deluxe edition, and given that the release of the DLC is happening so quickly after the game, the DLC was probably, you know, relatively far along when the game actually ultimately dropped. But you can't just go back on the DLC coming out if you sold the digital deluxe edition. I guess you could offer refunds or something like that, but, you know, they were selling a digital deluxe edition, and for a whopping $95 at that. Did come out with some other stuff like a mini soundtrack, art book, a rare resource kit, and you get early access to the DLC as well. How about that? Now we're gatekeeping DLC as early access to digital deluxe editions. Like, how far can we go to get people to buy these special editions and pre-order games? I guess, you know, that's where we're at this point. But nevertheless, Forspoken In Tanta We Trust story downloadable content will serve as a prequel to the main game and takes place 25 years prior to the events of Forspoken, continuing her search for a way to eradicate the break from Athia. Once and for all, Frey finds herself following a mysterious voice that leads her to a place that somehow transports her to the Purge of the Red Egg, the legendary battle that devastated Athia and eventually drove the Tantas to madness. Accompanied at a new set of magical abilities, Frey must uncover the answers and save Athia once more and attempt to save herself. In the Forspoken In Tanta We Trust downloadable content, players will battle using Frey's newfound magical abilities to unlock new combat strategies and coordinate devastating attack combos against the invading forces. Scale to new heights in unique vertically designed environments with Frey's honed magic-enhanced parkour skills. In Tanta We Trust will be dropping on May 26th. I would imagine that the DLC itself will be $25, but that has not been revealed. I'm just saying that because the differential between the standard and the digital deluxe edition is $25, but given that the digital deluxe does give you some other stuff, maybe it'll be $20, but the other stuff in the digital deluxe is honestly just kind of superfluous, so I could easily see the DLC being the most notable thing, being at $25 as well. At this point, Forspoken does go on sale. I believe the digital deluxe even goes on sale. I think we've seen it for like $66 or something, which just sounds absolutely ridiculous saying that, you know, a discounted game being at $66, but that's where we're at, ladies and gentlemen. But nonetheless, that DLC will be coming May 26th, and that's gonna do it for me again, Meet Your Maker. A lot of content coming to that game post its PlayStation Plus Essential launch. Obviously, you can buy the game standalone as well for $29.99. World War Z gets a brand new update, adding PS5 DualSense support and some new free content rolled out as well, and Forspoken's prequel DLC, In Tanta We Trust, will be dropping on May 26th. That's gonna do it for me. Sound off with all of your thoughts in the comment section down below. Thank you for watching, and goodbye. Hey guys, we hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, make sure to hit the subscribe button, and if you're already subscribed, do us a favor and hit the bell icon. This way you'll be notified whenever we post a new video. That's the best way to keep up with all of our uploads, and we usually try to upload 2 videos a day. And with the bell icon hit, you'll be notified whenever we do upload a video. As always, thanks for watching.